myself right there. Alright, yo guys, there's Godzilla back at it again, and today we're gonna be... Jesus, just look at this. Look at that. Look at that for like a good, solid minute. Just look at that. Wow. Second Godzilla movie, to my knowledge, with that score rating. Second to Godzilla vs. Destroyer. My God. My God. That is wild, man. That is a bold claim. Now I'm going into this movie with high expectations. This movie better be spec-fucking-tacular. This movie better be perfect if it has a score rating like that. I understand why Godzilla vs. Destroyer had a good rating that it got. But this better have a good rating. Now, I do see some reasonings on why it would receive the rating that it did. Now, firstly, this isn't just Godzilla fighting another monster, big corny Godzilla fighting another, like, just having a big old kaiju brawl and shit like that, and crazy unexplanationary, I can't English anymore, man. I haven't done this YouTube shtick in a minute. I was getting somewhat better, and then now I just delved back to just insanity. But it's not just a big old monster brawl not anymore, but like it's not a big monster brawl for this movie. This one's more about the allegory of just nuclear warfare and how it just fucked up an entire nation of people. And so it's not exactly, it's more depressing, it's more heartfelt than most Godzilla movies nowadays. So it's just, Godzilla is going back to the roots of the 1954 Godzilla, on where it's just, it's dark, it's depressing, everybody's not having a good time. We just got bombed in 2 of our major cities, and now we're getting freaking destroyed by a gigantic nuclear lizard. So, yeah, we're not having a good time right now. And from the trailers that I saw, it seemed like it was very, very heart-wrenching, and it's just, there's a lot of emotion in this movie, just from the trailers alone. And Godzilla is not a massive 300 to 400 feet, or maybe even 900 feet tall. No, this Godzilla is more down to earth, where it could possibly be a little more personal, where he can just, I know he's still 51 meters tall, which is still 160 feet. That's still a big guy, but it's small in the realm of Godzilla-ness. So... And this Godzilla seems to be more, it is, it's not seem to be, it is, he is an allegory of nuclear warfare and what just, how much destruction and distraught, is that even a word? Or how much despair it brings to a whole nation of people. And it just seems more... it seems more gut-wrenching, and it just seems a more powerful message than just Godzilla fighting another monster. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Godzilla when he kicks another monster's ass. I mean, him, throwing Kong throughout Hong Kong was funny as shit. I fucking loved that, especially whenever I was looking at my couple of Kong-tard friends whenever Godzilla's sitting there, taking Kong's arm out of... his socket and just throwing them around like a frickin' ragdoll, and I'm just sitting there looking at my Kong-tard friends So, but this one, it's more serious. I can't, keep on repeating myself, but it's just, that's the fact. It is more serious, it has a more, I can't frickin' English, man. Man, taking a freaking 3-week break from YouTube does things to a person, but it brings more weight, just significantly amount of weight to the message that this movie is trying to convey. and just how Godzilla Minus One is being, well, different compared to most Godzilla movies nowadays. Now, Shin Godzilla, it was, like, even though it did convey that nuclear, like, waste message, but it wasn't, it's not nearly as heavy as this movie's seeming to be. This movie seems to be like, well, obviously, like I said, thousands upon thousands of times. It's more serious. Shin Godzilla, you still have a freaking damn near 400-foot monster shooting beams out of his goddamn back and shit like that and evolving like it's nothing. Now, this Godzilla, he might be a little bit more vulnerable to human weaponry because it showed him, like, especially in this picture right here, it seems that it's actually sticking onto him like it burns. I do have another picture somewhere right here. Now, some people are saying that this is the result of Godzilla getting his ass nuked. I don't know if they're gonna do that. I know a lot of people seem to think that's the case, but I don't know. Because, I mean, I can see where they would want to try to nuke Godzilla because all of their basic weaponry, well, basic, fucking battleships and shit shooting at them and not doing not doing a damn thing, and they're like, okay, we gotta nuke this fucker. Maybe, just maybe, either A, Japan, they have a weapon of their own and to try to destroy Godzilla. B, they're like, okay, America, we won't do anything bad again. Just nuke this monster. We'll leave you alone. But I highly doubt they're going to do that. Or 3, this Godzilla is more vulnerable than we think he is. Now, I think either choice A or choice... I think either choice A or choice C might be the most, like, most reasonable answer that they're going to go for in this movie. Or they might come up with a choice D and come up with something completely different. But, this is just so freaking cool how a Godzilla movie just, like, became, like, it got that score, and it got that score. It's just crazy. It's just really crazy. But, and also just, it doesn't look bad for a Japanese-made film because, a lot of the time, whenever Japan makes a live-action movie with a monster in it, or monsters in it, the CGI is not really up to par with, like, let's say, Warner Brothers animation team, or, like, Industrial Lights and Magic, or anything like that. And the way that Godzilla looks here, with the boats and everything like that, it looks amazing. It looks cool. It looks very good. And I'm liking the 1940s Japan on how they're doing the whole CGI works of it all, because they didn't make a prop for that. And so it's looking very awesome. I mean, they did do props, but not in a massive scale, like, let's say, Stranger Things, whenever they take, like, a whole random-ass town in the middle of fucking nowhere and then turn it into a 80s town. No. They only have, like, a whole bunch of green screens around and a couple of, like, building props, and then, well, Godzilla here. So, and, it's just the way Godzilla is also written here. He's just more of he's like an indestructible force of nature who is just, like, obviously just, basically just, like, Japan is paying for their sins of World War II. And it's just, it's very deep. It's a deep message, a very deep message. And so I'm guessing that is the main reason why, one of the main reasons why critics like it. And another reason is probably because of how much bloodshed and how much, like, heartfelt situations that our human characters are going to be going through in this movie. That is also a very big case. And also I heard that this Godzilla didn't have too much screen time, but his threat kind of looms over, so his force is kind of still there, like the heebie-jeebies. So if it does something like that, that is also very cool. Like, even when Godzilla is not on screen, he's still, like, threatening. So that is also a very serious tone that I like to hear. And just seeing him just bringing his normal destruction. I mean, every Godzilla fan loves that. Of course. Every Godzilla fan's here for Godzilla to wreck shop. So, and overall, the design of Godzilla, I'm liking the whole Heisei, basically live action version. It's basically Heisei Godzilla, just brought into live action. And the director who directed a movie back in, I think, 2007. I forgot his name and I forgot the movie's name. I mean, I know the movie's name started with Always, but I forgot what the continuation of the name was. He's been wanting to direct a Godzilla movie for years. And so he finally got his wish. So I'm sure he is a loyal Godzilla fan and just really, really wanted to bring something new, but also something that is serious to the table. And just, I'm liking the whole message of this Godzilla. This is just, it's more heartfelt, and it's more deep, and it just has more, it has more gravity to it. Now, I love Godzilla just wrecking shop with another monster and stuff like that. Like, the way the MonsterVerse is trying to do it is that the Titans, they have a significant role in this world, and we need to accept it. That is a good thing, but something that's a bit more realistic. The way the whole allegory of nuclear warfare and how it affects nations throughout the world, and how it affected Japan in the 1940s, that is just, like, there's more energy to that. There's more raw energy to that, and there's more spirituality in that. So just seeing that conveyed in a modern movie is just amazing. I love that. And just the way Godzilla is just destroying things, and like, yeah, people are running away scared, but these people are like scarred for life, as if this is like a Hiroshima and Nagasaki 2.0. So yeah, I'm just like, I'm really liking how they're conveying people in here. And also I heard that there's rumors that Godzilla's nuclear, atomic breath can actually somewhat hurt him, which is pretty interesting. Last I heard of something like that was from Godzilla Earth. But yeah, that is pretty cool. So yeah, that's gonna be everything. That's all I'm gonna have to say about just with 100% Rotten Tomato score. I mean, sometimes the critics are a little off, like with Godzilla King of the Monsters in 2019. I'd say just what I have to say about that is just, bro, there have been Godzilla movies that you've rated like 60 or higher with the same exact like structure of that movie, so that didn't make any sense. So like, come on now, Son of Godzilla got a 60% on Rotten Tomatoes score. You fucking kidding me? And freaking Godzilla King of the Monsters didn't? Fuck you, man. So yeah, I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe for more of me. And this has been Gaming Gogeta. Gaming? No, I am not gaming right now. This is Thirsty Gogeta. Signing out. Peace.